India has clinched several milestones in the trade and foreign policy space in the over 11-year period of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. Here is a brief overview of how it panned out and the developments which are still unfolding. Now, several developments across several sectors have been undertaken. On the security front, India started retaliating to Pakistan's repeated attacks. It retaliated to the 2016 Uri terror attack by conducting surgical strikes inside terror camps in POK. It retaliated to the Pulwama terror attack by conducting airstrikes at terror camps in Balakot. More recently, it retaliated to the Pahalgam terror attack via Operation Sindoor. During the unprecedented pandemic, India emerged as the world's pharmacy by exporting medicines and medical equipment to dozens of countries and continues to supply generic drugs to developing as well as developed countries across the world. As the world's largest democracy, India has repeatedly been raising concerns on behalf of the developing world. Before international fora, India convened the first Voice of Global South Summit in January 2023 to focus international attention on priorities, perspectives and concerns of the developing world. The ministerial level thematic segments were dedicated to addressing the most pressing concerns of the developing world. In September 2023, India successfully hosted the G20 summit and ensured a communique despite differences between several participating nations over the Russia-Ukraine war. The deepening of strategic relations has also been exemplified in increasing defense ties with several countries. Since 2015, the US has authorized India over $3 billion in defense articles and licensed the export of defense equipment, services and relating manufacturing technologies controlled under the 21 categories of the US munitions list. Among the American defense equipment, India already uses the Super Hercules, the C-17 Globemaster III, the Poseidon aircraft, Chinooks, Seahawks, Apaches, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, howitzers and MQ-9Bs. Despite the current sanctions by the Western world, India's time-tested ties with Russia have been cemented further with the recent increase in oil imports from the world's largest country. Defense cooperation involves the licensed production of T-90 tanks, the Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft, supply of MiG-29K aircraft, the production of BrahMos cruise missile, and the joint venture India-Russia Rifles Private Limited for production of AK-203 rifles in India. India's trade also grew substantially during this period. Exports grew 67% between FY 2014 and FY24. The rising export competitiveness was also accompanied by FTAs which granted access to several foreign markets for Indian exporters for supply of intermediate goods as well as finished goods to the Indian economy. India signed FTAs with Mauritius in 2021, with the UAE and Australia in 2022 and the UK in 2025. It's also negotiating a BTA with the US, FTAs with the EU, Oman, Chile, Peru, New Zealand and Sri Lanka, and is in talks with Australia to expand its current trade agreement. In a deeply divided geopolitical scenario, India has maintained cordial relations with several sparring countries and blocs while advocating for global peace and development, from the Russia-Ukraine war to the Israel-Palestine conflict. PM Modi's recent visit to the SEO summit in China and India's engagement with the Russia-led Eurasian Economic Union has also displayed the country's willingness to engage in trade into newer geographies to benefit its exporters as well as to boost jobs and employment across the country.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.